Good evening and welcome back. I'm Teddy, and you are listening to Night Talk. So go ahead, grab a glass of wine or whatever you'd like for a beverage. I'm going to take maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes, I don't know, something like that, and talk about a subject. I'm not sure if I've talked about it before, quite like this, but I think I have in some regard. Shout out to the mob, all my other bears. I call the honey bears and the grizzlies. How about that? Please hit the like on your way in, and let's get rid of this. That way you can focus, on the fireplace, and it might help for some people because, again, it's an important subject, health subject. Okay. So I'll give maybe a few more moments, folks, to come in. And I was trying to pull up my background music, and for some reason, see if I can. I didn't want that one. All right, this one will do, I think. Let's just get it down, way down. And while I'm getting this set up, you can email me right now at unwinewithteddy at gmail.com. Let me know that the sound is good, because when I start talking, I like to um, not be distracted by looking at the comments. So let's just check the sound, make sure it's good. And I have my water. Thank you, Junebug. Thank you. All right, so I'll just go ahead and get started. So tonight, we're going to get into something real, and it is an anxiety and panic attacks. Don't know if you've ever heard about it, but many people have. And if you've ever felt like your heart is racing, like out of nowhere, like the walls are closing in, or like you can't breathe, you're not alone. We live in a world that moves at 100 miles per hour. And sometimes our minds and bodies just react. But what's really going on? And more importantly, how do we take back control? First, let me just break this down. The best that I think I can do in a short amount of time. So, anxiety isn't just being nervous, it's a full body experience. Let's look at some of these symptoms. So, you can have racing thoughts. Your chest can actually feel tight, feeling like something is bad about to happen. Again, these are anxiety symptoms. Overthinking everything. What are panic attack symptoms? These are the ones that actually occur for most people. Their heart will be pounding and they feel like they're having a heart attack. I mean, it feels like that. People describe it like that. Mhm. Because their heart is pounding. Okay. Another symptom of panic attack is can be sweating, can be dizziness. Maybe like you're feeling you're like you're going to lose control or pass out. Now, keep in mind, these symptoms like sweating and dizziness can be symptoms of something, another condition, could be more serious. But right now, I'm talking about when it's a known panic attack. That's why when some people are experiencing a panic attack, they may like go to emergency or go to an urgent care because they're having these feelings. And it's important that it's properly diagnosed. But I'm just describing some of the symptoms right now. Okay? A person can have a sudden rush of fear. But the thing about that is, it's with no obvious danger. They just have this rush. Now, everyone isn't going to experience all of these symptoms all at the same time during the same, I'll just say, panic attack, okay? Does that sound familiar? Hang on, I'm trying to. Panic attacks, they can hit out of nowhere. Sometimes when you're just sitting there minding your business. But the truth is, they come from somewhere. So let's talk about what's really happening. What's actually happening in your brain? So, why do we get anxiety and panic attacks? Well, it's all about your brain trying to protect you, but overreacting in the process, like fight or flight mode. You've heard that before. Your brain thinks there's a threat, even if there isn't. It floods your body with adrenaline. Your heart races. Your breathing changes. You're in survival mode. It's like your brain is hitting the alarm button for no reason. But once you know this, you can start to break the cycle. How do you stop a panic attack? In the moment. Now, this part I know I've talked about. As a matter of fact, I think I was discussing another topic. It could have been on bipolar disorder or something related to that. And uh, someone in the audience, if I recall, mentioned that they were experiencing something that sound like, in my uh, opinion, could have been uh, either an anxiety attack or panic attack. Mhm. But the important thing is to control your breathing. You breathe in for 4 seconds, you hold for 4 seconds, and then you exhale for 6. And you repeat this until your body slows down. That's one technique. Here's another technique. It's using what is called the 5-4-3-2-1 technique. Okay. So the first is you name 5 things you can see. Then you touch 4 things around you. You listen for 3 sounds. Identify 2 things you can smell. And then finally, say 1 thing you're grateful for. Another thing you can do to stop a panic attack in the moment, you can shock your system. For example, splash some cold water on your face or hold an ice cube. What happens, it's forcing your brain to focus on now. And these tricks will send a message or trick your brain into thinking that you are safe. This will help stop the panic attack faster. Now, if anxiety keeps showing up in your life, it's a sign your body needs a reset. Okay. So again, how do we overcome? How does one overcome anxiety long term? So things that help out or help over time would be sleep and nutrition. So lack of either makes anxiety worse. Cut back on caffeine. Now, I know that as a rule, but caffeine certainly can contribute to anxiety. It's the caffeine, right? So, not as much. And I know for myself, when I say I'm drinking coffee, I might have like now about a half a cup. Or I'm sipping on it really slow. Sorry to let you know, but coffee can trigger panic attacks. Okay. Another thing that you can do is daily movement. So exercise burns off stress hormones. Even just, doesn't have to be strenuous exercise. A brisk walk or just, a walk once a day. Yeah. Another thing, you can journal. Some people like to do that, like write things down, their And therapy, it can be therapeutic for a person, to journal things, to get those thoughts out of your head and onto paper. So at the end of the day, anxiety is like a loud, annoying alarm. Just think of it that way. That just won't quit. But guess what? You hold the remote. You can learn to turn the volume down. Take a deep breath and remind yourself, you got this. You got this. All right. Take control, analyze this, unwind with Teddy. How's everyone? Give me a moment. I think I want to make um, some hot tea. Might take me, 2-3 minutes. So let's see if I can find some music. And I'm in the relaxing mode. Let's see if I can just play music. I like that one. It's called Laid Back Swerving. So I have my tea, and it's called Sleepy Time Tea. But I'm going to have it anyway. Also, if I didn't state a disclaimer at the very beginning, let me just say this. So, where's my fireplace? There we go. So, the disclaimer to that little talk is that many symptoms of anxiety and panic can also overlap with other conditions. So it's always important to check with your doctor, get home and discuss what's going on. Okay. And your doctor can determine what it is, if it's anxiety or panic that you are experiencing, okay, or something more notable or serious. Okay. So let me come out and say blessed. I'll start with you. Said you're feeling better already. That's good. Good evening. Let's see. Junebug says Teddy, make 2 cups. I'm too lazy to get up. Okay. Are you relaxed now? I was also, I just changed my video that's up on my channel. Like if you go to my channel, if you are returning, you'll see one video, or you could see the same video if I set it like that. So I just changed my video to fall asleep fast ASMR. It's like an 8-minute video, 8 or 9 minute video. I made it last year. Yeah. And I was listening to it. I'm like, I need to put this out. Yeah. I have some really, in my opinion, maybe not, it could be for a different audience, some really good videos that I've recorded. I have a lot of material that could be re-released in smaller segments. Yeah. I have made a lot of videos with information that I think can be helpful. Yeah. Beyond just, music, but just talk. Yeah. For some people, they just enjoy listening to a topic or whatever in the background. They don't really want to watch. Yeah, they just want to listen in the background, right? And I have enough videos that I could cut some of them up and do just that. Yeah, little short segments. The tea is good. And I need the tea. Again, I am improving much, much better. But we just got hit with some more snow overnight. Yes, we got about 4 inches. And it just, it's beautiful outside. But yeah, it's blanketed. It's all white. And enough that snow plows were out overnight. Yeah. So I've been out walking my dog and been out doing other things today between this morning's mocha. Yeah, so I did have my hat on and my scarf, but it's cold. It's snow. Yeah. Good evening to my moderators. Good evening, Nicole. I see you out there, bush babies. Good evening. Yes. Sunday night. Hey, Gia Papaya. I see you. Wait a minute. Let's do this. And I know I said hello to Junebug. I think you were like the first one in. Yeah. So the bear cave is cozy, is soothing, it's relaxing. I mean, that was and still is and should always be part of my brand. That's, yeah. Mm-hmm. There we go. Busy week. Just a reminder. Hmm. Yeah. I imagine that there might be some like resets for different things. I don't know. There we go. Back to where is my little. All right. So what's on your mind? What's going on? You're under the covers. What a great place to be, right? Cozy and toasty, right? Who's got pacer? Thank you, Bless. I appreciate that. It says, Teddy, your voice is so soothing and calming. Thank you. I appreciate you saying that. Mhm. Baby Juju says, who's got pacer? Is it like who's got milk? Mhm. It's like one step at a time. Mhm. And as I said last night, how did I say it? It's not like it's going to be a walk in the park. At least that's not what I think. Mhm. Is there an alternative to Pacer? I think there. I think so. It's like you could get access to the documents. Um, let's see. So I'm just looking up quickly. I didn't know that there's something called recap. And recap, I'm just reading, it says, is a free, publicly accessible database of federal court filings. You can search recap without an account. Let's see. But you can also install the recap extension to add any docket or PDF that you purchase. Yeah. And then there's something called Justia, JUSTIA, has select case dockets and documents. Mhm. Also, um, you were just being silly. Okay. But maybe for some people who don't have access to Pacer. Yeah. Mhm. And there might be some who do that haven't even, looked. Yeah. I'm not, I haven't really said go and read it. I've just said, here's the case number. Yeah, yeah. It's there for you to read if you want. And it's 83 pages. Mm. Which, in totality, that's like, but part of that, 83 pages, um, are exhibits. So, yeah. Mhm. That's all right. Let's see. Yeah, you can email me. As a matter of fact, let's check my email. I would just say this. It's certainly the majority in this sector, because I really don't know how many people are in this sector. But if you look at, let's just say, look at on average, maybe some certain content creators and, depending on what their topic is, subject, they might pull from other sectors, okay? Or more like generalized, I guess. However they fall in the algorithm. Yeah. Let's just, because it's easy to talk about. Let's just say Jaguar. Yeah. Jaguar Wright. Other people talk about Jaguar Wright. Okay. Other sectors, or, if you search Jaguar Wright, this isn't the only, people talking about her over here. If I talked about Jaguar Wright, and when I have, I can get views too. Yeah. When I talked about Jaguar Wright before 2023, I got views. When Jaguar Wright came to YouTube, in 2020, that I know of, people were talking about Jaguar Wright, and everyone who was talking about Jaguar Wright would get views. Mhm. And you know what? I had never heard the phrase clout chasing until I became a YouTuber. I didn't even know, I was unfamiliar with like all of this. Yeah, it's a learning process, a learning curve of sorts. And another thing, like algorithm, I could still learn so much more. I don't know half of the things that I could know about, you know, t- as a content creator, things to do. Yeah, it's a uh, to get visibility. Yeah, uh, and it is. I know I've heard, for example, Donat. He talks about algorithm a lot. At least, I haven't listened to him in a while, but I know when he first came on, he talked about um, the YouTube algorithm. And he seems to know, this is just my opinion, he seems to know a little about that. When I say a little, quite a bit. Yeah. He certainly knows a lot more about the YouTube algorithm than I do. Mhm. Yeah. So it's like, for example, you may not, anyone, may not agree with an individual about everything, but there might be something that you can learn from a person that could be essential. Yeah. And I'm sure right now, oh, he's probably in fast forward mode or something because of what's going on, with the California fires. That's probably right down his lane. Yeah. Hmm. And it is really interesting though. Um, yeah, it is. By the way, speaking of California, um, Vice President Harris, she has a home in. Did someone say it was Brentwood? Wait a minute. Don't let me get that mixed up with Malibu. I know the difference. Yes, Brentwood. Two people were arrested today for curfew violations near the Brentwood home of Vice President Harris. Mhm. Police arrest two suspected burglars. Burglars. And it's really not burglars, it's burglars. At um, Vice President Kamala Harris's home. Yeah, Brentwood. Amid these fires. Yeah, let me see if I can. Oh, let me see if I can make this a copy of this picture. Hang on. Hang on for 1 second. Let me throw up a. Brentwood, yeah. I don't even know if I can save this picture. This is in Newsweek. I got all this. There's just, it's like when you put things up, it's all these ads. And that's what I was trying to avoid. All right, so everybody knows what Vice President Harris looks like. They have her, a photograph of her um, over it looks like, there's large home, but this one is in Palisades, okay? That's burning, all right? Anyway, but why does this matter? It's a big story. And there are a few folks out there that are taking advantage of these fires going on. And Vice President Kamala Harris' Brentwood neighborhood is under threat again after this Palisades fire in LA County. The winds shifted on Friday night. So, yeah, but anyway, let me see if I can find a little bit more information on this arrest. See what they found. NBC4 Los Angeles. Let's see. Is that her home? Okay, so 2 arrests were made for curfew violations early Saturday in Palisades Fire Evacuation Zone in Brentwood near the home of Vice President Kamala Harris. The 2 men arrested were not on the Harris property when they were detained. And according to one law enforcement source familiar with the incident, they likely had no idea where they were. Officials said there was no evidence that the men had ever entered the vice president's property, which is guarded by the U.S. Secret Service with the assistance from the California Highway Patrol, of course, and LAPD's Metropolitan Division. Let's see.
That our team has been working on a curfew. Our goal is to attempt to implement a curfew within the specific impacted areas in around the 2 fire areas, both for Palisades and Eaton. As we work through the legal process to get that done, the goal is to try and implement it tonight. If we're not able to do that, that may happen maybe by tomorrow night. That curfew looks like it'll be from 6 p.m. To 6 a.m. Again, 6 p.m. to 6 a.m.
All right, so they have a 6. I guess you could have been looking at the fireplace. Hang on. It's what? A 6 p to 6 a.m. is the curfew that's out there in the Brentwood area. Just to, try to get a handle on some of these folks that are taking advantage or want to take advantage or think. So it's not just looting, mm, that some folks want to do. There's some scam artists out there too that are preying on people who have lost their homes, and they are some people are what impersonating. Yes, they said they pulled over a guy. All right, and he had on a fireman's jacket and a hat. He had some gear. I maybe well, they found out that he wasn't. Okay. And he was arrested. It's like, where do these people, you know, get up the nerve? So what was he going to do? Like when he got to a certain area, throw on the jacket and pants and voila, he's in costume, real costume, so he can blend. I wonder who got a tip on this guy. Hmm. Yeah, how they figure out who to pull over. Anyway, um, but as the article says, uh, it was near her home, and whether or not, let's see, I'm sure her home is well protected. Yeah. Who else is reporting on that? Of course, you got Newsweek, Fox News, Deadline, NBC4, uh, KTLA. Yeah, because that'll make a headline. Yeah, wonder how Fox um, covered it. LAPD responds to Kamala Harris California home in Palisades fire evacuation zone. Two men detained. Mhm. Let's see what else. Now, they're reporting the way they've written it. The LAPD confirmed to KTLA that officers detained two people at Harris's home. Mhm. While the 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. local time curfew was in effect. A call reporting the potential burglary at Harris's property, I don't laugh, on Bundy Drive, north of Sunset Drive, came into West Los Angeles Station at around 4:40 a.m. KTLA reported. Officers responded to the scene, found two men in the area, and according to KTLA and LAPD, initially detained these two for breaking curfew, but have since released them, reporting that no evidence suggested a crime was being committed. Okay. It's unclear why the pair were in the area near Harris's property and whether the matter would be investigated further. It's a developing story. Okay. The big story is how tragic it is and the losses, so many families and the loss of life. And the coroner who still is, going to be looking, you know, and they have cadaver dogs, looking. So They may, likely find other people in all of that. So I've been on for exactly 1 hour and 1 minute, 38 seconds. Okay, let me come back out. And I think this might be a good time to wrap it up. Let's see. Let's see. Check email. Hmm, I'm good. All right, that will do it for me on a Sunday night. Biggest bear hugs go out to all the Grizzlies. Please hit the like on your way out. Um, you know my email address. And as I said, next week is a very busy week. I'll do my best, you know, to come on at least once a day. All right. Keep your bear phones on and turn on all notifications. That's it. Thanks again to my moderators and all of you for joining me. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm Teddy. Good night.